chest and shoulder pump day at Elite. Oh, this is a good one. All right, guys and girls, if you watched the previous weeks of when Alex and I were here raging before Thanksgiving, where it's hard, heavy, to the face training, like that's what I would consider my normal, right? And what you're about to see today is just an all-out flush of blood. So all the weights here are gonna be sub-maximal, but the intensity is not. The intensity is sky high. And if you watch this giant set video that Chaz and I made on intensity techniques, this is exactly what we're doing today. So we're doing one giant set for chest and one for shoulders, and that's the entire workout. The thought process here for chest is I wanna go press, fly, press, fly, press, and then go back to a stretching movement. So I did 3 full-on warm-up rounds. So I do 3 rounds of all this. I'm doing anywhere between 10 and 15 reps, and I'm starting with the classic hammer strength wide press. I'll say classic because for me, this off season, this has been an absolute priority for me to bring my chest up, specifically my lower outside portion, so that I raise my hands overhead and the front double bicep, it projects off of my rib cage. So there, I go right to the pec deck. And with this, I'm thinking about just opening my chest, flying, squeezing the pecs as hard as I can. Again, 10 to 15 reps here for every exercise. Number 3 in rotation here is gonna be the hammer strength incline. So I need to get up top, up towards my collarbone now. And there's no better piece in terms of machines, in my opinion, than the hammer strength incline. So think about coming down, get a good stretch, and then drive up explosively to contraction. After that's gonna be the high cable crossovers, and my word, like at this point, my chest is screaming at me. So this feels good to really stretch the chest, but then also get an even better contraction. And then lastly here to finish up the rotation in round number 1 for the working round is gonna be the Body Masters seated chest press. I like this because it forces me to keep my sternum elevated. I get a good stretch and then I drive out, and this is total pec for me. So I feel this from collarbone to the top of my rib cage. So there you have it, guys. That's working round number 1. 5 exercises. If you notice, I'm taking a little bit of time between each one, but I'm not lollygagging. So with this, I just walk over, get set up in the piece properly. If you notice, I'm having to adjust the weight in the seat a little bit because one of Dwayne's clients actually joined along and was doing it with me. So his weights were a little lighter than mine in some spots, and then his seat height, he's probably 3 to 5 inches shorter than me, so I had to adjust the seat in some of the scenarios. Working round number 2 here is a slight back off with some exercises. You'll notice exercise 1 on the hammer strength wide, I kept that weight, but I really doubled down on the form and squeezing. Then every other exercise was a deload of weight. So I actually pulled anywhere between 20 to 45 pounds on each piece. And then I'm just thinking about perfect reps, perfect reps, perfect reps. So same rotation. I still go hammer strength wide to pec deck to hammer strength incline to cable crossover and then to Body Master press. The difference here is I added the stretch at the end. So with this, I just get 2 25-pound dumbbells, go down in the full deep stretch position, and just hold that with my chin up as long as I can tolerate it. I think it was probably somewhere around 20 to 30 seconds if I had to guess, and it was absolutely painful. So that finishes off the chest portion of this workout. So you notice I did 3 warm-up rounds, and then I did 2 working rounds, and I'm telling you, that is all my chest needed. I am full-blown pumped, and now I'm ready for shoulders. So for shoulders, I'm gonna do 6 exercises in each rotation. So the first one's gonna be a reverse pec deck, and I'm trying to get 20 reps on every single exercise. Even if they're partials, I do not care. So with the reverse pec deck, this is all about rear delts here, guys. You know it's my favorite exercise. Lean into the pad, fly away. Next, I'm gonna stand up, grab the orange micro mini band from Elite FTS, and I'm just doing 20 band pull aparts. Nothing fancy here. I'm trying to rip these explosively, continue to flush blood into the rear delt. Next up is the dumbbell side lateral. And with these, I'm just getting into a good rhythm, guys, and going for 20. So I have the 20-pound dumbbells here, up and down, up and down. This one gives me a pump. I don't care what you say, it's not textbook form, I get that, but this keeps my traps out of it. And listen, look at my side delts in this video. You cannot argue they're doing the work. Next up, we're gonna go back to rear delts, and that's gonna be the bent over rear lateral with dumbbells. So with this, my delts were so just trash at this point, I think I can only get like partial swings. I wanted to do rear delt flies with 15s, but that wasn't happening. So I just goal is to stay on that rear delt, get them apart as far as I can, and just find that rhythm and go. So with these, again, 20 partials, or however you wanna say these, side raises, hanging swings, and my rear delts are done at this point. Next up is gonna be to the side lateral machine with the Body Master piece. I'm doing bottom half partials here, just fighting my way to 20. All the tension is on the side delt with this, guys. I love this. I had 90 pounds in the weight stack, and you just go till you can't take the pain anymore. Last thing in rotation here is gonna be a Y raise. So I think I actually get like 10 full range of motion reps, and then it's just partials. This is round 2. I did 1 round, because I didn't need to do a warm up by the time I get to these shoulders. My whole body is warm after coming off those giant sets for chest. So I go right into working sets for 3 working rounds. So if you look at that, it's 18 total sets, 6 exercises times 3. So 18 total sets for shoulders. And then if you look at that, 20 reps per set, what's that, 360? Reps? Yeah. Wonder why I have a pump. I just laugh, guys, because it goes against the grain of every single thing being preached to us right now about pump doesn't matter and you need to go heavy. And you know what's funny is I challenge any of those guys and girls saying that, get them to stand beside me with their shoulders. And I'm not some genetic freak, man. Like, these shoulders were built on burn and pump and pain tolerance, not heavy load. Trust me, I tried that way, it didn't work. If you want delts that look like this for me, this is what I had to do. Stuff like this, it's stupid, it doesn't make sense. It goes against logic, but it works and it's effective, and it's about pain tolerance. Once I've learned to get my traps out of the exercise and not stress about full range of motion and just crank on the delt, that's what grows them. So I'm gonna get off that soapbox here. Because listen, if you're following this channel, you already know the truth. You've seen me train chest and shoulders enough to know this is how I do it. And if you're still sticking around, you've had to find some positive growth out of yourself. So if you like this video, guys, like, share, subscribe. 2 giant sets today. It took us under an hour. It's fun. It's a huge pump. And guess what? I even stripped down to a tank top for you guys in the end of my all season. So I must be feeling good, right? Not super fat this all season. Like you might have saw the first year of this channel where I had chubby cheeks and not many lines or veins anywhere. So much, you'll see, you know, my physique and also my mind evolve as I get better at dieting and training each progressive year. So if you like this video, again, guys, like, share, subscribe. We're getting close to 19,000 and then on the 20. So until next time, Crowsman TV.